3,000. That's right, we've flipped more than 3,000 profitable houses and can teach you how to do the same thing. Click the Academy link for your free roadmap to financial freedom.
Hey everyone, it's Michael from Houston, Texas, and I wanted to give a quick shout out and a testimony for Peter. And if you're like me at all, you might have thought that getting into flipping houses was too much time, too much effort, didn't know enough about what to do or how to do it, to make it a reality. And for me, I've always been interested in real estate and flipping in particular. And I have some really good buddies that make some serious cash doing just flips. And like I said, I just thought it was too much for me to handle. And if I was going to do it, I was going to do it right. I was going to learn from the professionals that could teach me A to Z how to do it, how to make money, how to be the most effective and efficient at doing this. And I ran into Peter's videos on YouTube, and it was instant. I was like, yep, this guy's pro. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's got amazing success, but he's also got the experience and the know-how to teach me, somebody that hasn't done this before. So huge shout out. I've learned more than I thought I would. I'm a quick learner, guys. And I learned a lot more than I thought I would in a much shorter amount of time so that I can do this full time without thinking about it. His program's awesome. Check him out on peteracademy.com if you haven't already, and good luck.
Hey, this is Peter Vekselman. So I'm purposely standing here today in one of our negotiators' offices. We actually have two of them working here because I want to talk to you about a topic that if you're doing deals in this business, you're obviously coming across, and some of you are just too afraid to handle, so you totally avoid it. And that is the topic of renegotiations. See, so many investors think that whatever you zero in on in terms of your price in a front end, that has to be the price that stands all the way through the deal. Well, my contention is totally opposite. Whatever you start out with, that's a starting point. That's really a starting point to see if you're even in a ballpark, if you're working with a negotiable seller, if you're working with someone somewhat motivated, if you can get at least in a general price where you need to be. But many times, to really fine-tune the deals, to really get the deals in a sweet spot of where they need to be, renegotiations have to take place. So let me tell you what we do in terms of the renegotiations. So our process here is very simple. We put things under contract based upon phone conversations, based upon information that our negotiators get through the internet. But it's not based upon an actual visit to it. It's not based upon an actual inspection, not based upon actual pictures. That happens afterwards. So what we do is once we get the property tied up and under contract, we then do send inspectors, we then do construction evaluations, we then do take pictures, and we kind of put a case together. And then if for some reason something doesn't jive, and many times it doesn't, many times the seller is telling us the property's in great condition, and then our inspectors go out there and realize it's a poor condition at best. Sometimes our negotiators are told it's a 4-bedroom, and we show up and it's a 2 or 3-bedroom. So sometimes the information just does not align with where we need to be. At that point, many investors back away just from the simple fact that they feel uncomfortable, uneasy renegotiating. Do not feel uncomfortable, uneasy renegotiating. I could tell you as a whole, we've had tremendous success renegotiating deals. Just, the kind of numbers that if you're backing away from those abilities to do that, you're backing away from easily over 50% of your potential income. So here's what we do. We basically use the 3 R's in terms of renegotiations. We tell our sellers we do 3 different inspections. We do a repair inspection, a rehab inspection, and a rental inspection, which covers pretty much every facet of the business. How much it'll cost to resell it, how much it'll cost to rent it, how much it'll cost to renovate it. And then we tell our sellers, we put all those numbers into a spreadsheet, and then based upon what that spreadsheet tells us, that's the number we could work with, and that's the number that we could pay for this property. So remember, never back away from the renegotiations. The deal only starts at the point that you have it under contract. Then you're actually, during the due diligence, during the inspection period, you're building your case for a potential, not always needed, but for a potential price drop. And then use the 3R, repair, repair, resale, and rentals. Put those numbers together, and Mr. Seller, based upon those numbers, that's what we could pay for the property.